What's up, cool people? Welcome to today's live stream. My name is Matt, aka That Random Christian Gamer. And, okay, so I realize I titled the stream in a certain way where it's like, okay, I'm not sure if things are working. I really wasn't until just before I hit live. Right before I started the stream, I decided to just pop the disc for Kingdom Hearts 3 out of my Xbox's disk drive. Give it a little wipe down, just with a, real soft tissue. And just to see if that would do anything. Like, there isn't really much on the disc that makes it look like it's dirty or anything. Or even scratched. Definitely not scratched up. But I just thought I would try it anyway. Because it seemed like it wasn't working. And that's, well, that's the... It's almost like the, disc version of IT Step 1. Where it's like, okay, this is the first simplest thing we'll try to see if it works. And now I've got it up and running. Hopefully it'll be fine. But, yeah. If you happen to hear a little bit of Kingdom Hearts music in the background, which honestly would have to pick up through my microphone, still, that's why, because I've started it up and it started working and I don't want it to stop working. I don't want to risk backing out of the game and having that cause it to stop working. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that situation. But before we hop into the game, I'm going to do some Bible study. This week is going to be the last one with an abbreviated Bible study. At this point, if I'm thinking through the backlog correctly, I'll actually then have the gaming stuff a little bit ahead of the Bible study. But only a little bit. Just like a week worth of, separate, sectioned off edits and whatnot. But, yeah. In any case, so one chapter of Bible study, about 2 hours of Kingdom Hearts 3. Might hang around and do some other stuff for a little while after that. But we'll see how it goes. Because I would also like to get some progress in on, apartment move arrangements. Sooner rather than later, especially now that I have internet working at the new place. So yeah. There's me, there's what's going on. Both stream related and not so stream related. So, I'm gonna go ahead and run the early Twitch ads and then we'll hop into some Bible study. Twitch folks, I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Gonna go ahead and pull up this scene. I might actually do just a little bit more tweaking of some, side windows I've got here. Because, if you're not aware, the way that I have things set up during this portion of stuff, I mean, I pretty much always have the Twitch activity feed on the monitor where I've got OBS running everything. Just kind of off to the side of that a bit. But especially during Bible study portions of things, I like to have the Twitch chat popped out and on the side as well. Just in case somebody wants a response to something. And then I've got just a little bit of space for YouTube's live stream chat just under that. So, yeah, I've got all of it accessible. Even if I don't necessarily plan on interacting with it or even need all of that to see what I need to see. But in a way, it can be helpful. Anyway, I'm gonna get a quick sip of water here. And then I suppose we'll get rolling with Bible study. I actually did this chapter last week, so now we're moving on to this one. So, let's get rolling here. Alrighty, we have arrived at 1 Chronicles chapter 27. After a few chapters of discussing various roles, especially ones related to the temple, and the division of the duties related to those things, we now arrive at this one, which seems to be a continuation of that, in a way. Although this is talking about, military stuff, so it might be less directly temple related. Although last chapter did talk about some other, officers and roles like that were more almost governance related, less so temple related. But if I remember right, those men appointed to those positions were also Levites. So, anyway, still, without the Levites having to carry the tabernacle around, maybe that freed a bunch of them up to do some other things that weren't so temple related. We'll see what happens with that as we get into this chapter. Friendly reminder, 1st and 2nd Chronicles are originally written to the Israelites who were exiled, I think especially within the Babylonian Empire. Just kind of reminding them of, hey, here's how we got to this point. And kind of calling for a spiritual revival, or at least a return back to God. But anyway, let's see what we get here in 1 Chronicles 27. This is the list of Israelite generals and captains, and their officers who served the king by supervising the army divisions that were on duty each month of the year. Each division served for 1 month and had 24,000 troops. I assume that means 1 month out of each year. That's actually gonna be quite a bit to get through going there. So, quick note here. Technically, the Hebrew says commanders of thousands and of hundreds. That calling them generals and captains sort of serves the same general purpose. It's just generals and captains aren't necessarily nowadays they're not necessarily decided by overseeing that many troops. Meanwhile, at least back then, it was just kind of easier to say roughly how many troops, a certain officer was in charge of and led, and have that kind of be their responsibility. So, but yeah, it's just kind of a different, calling them generals and captains is just sort of a different way of understanding their, at least approximately, what their role was within the military. And again, I'm assuming when it says they were on duty for 1 month, that each division was, I gotta imagine that was, well, A, 1 month out of each year, and B, if there was anything really, really serious, they still, I would imagine, had more than one division. It wouldn't just be the month's designated active military division that would go out to war, and only them. If things really got desperate, I'm sure they'd call in other troops, too. But anyway, enough of that. On to verse 2. Jashobeam, son of Zabdiel, was commander of the 1st Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the first month. He was a descendant of Perez and was in charge of all the army officers for the first month. Dodai, a descendant of Ahoa, was commander of the 2nd Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 2nd month. Mikloth was his chief officer. Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, the priest, was commander of the 3rd Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 3rd month. This was the Benaiah who commanded David's elite military group known as the 30. His son, Amizabad, was his chief officer. Asahel, brother of Joab, was commander of the 4th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 4th month. Asahel was succeeded by his son Zebediah. And it's literally just going through all these different groups and the months during which they were active. We went through the first 3 there. Or 4. Yeah, 4. And I think it's pretty much just going to carry on like this for a while. Now, there are some other notes just regarding other things that might have stood out about a particular division or commander. And having particular names to connect with obviously would have been more helpful for the original audience, the exiled Israelites, to say like, oh, hey, yeah, I know that name. That's in my family tree. Yeah. So this is what we were doing before we got exiled. But anyway, I think I'm going to just go through the rest of the divisions now, and then I will wait to comment more on some things after that. So, verse 8. Shema the Israelite was commander of the 5th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 5th month. Ira, son of Ikesh from Tekoa, was commander of the 6th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 6th month. Helez, a descendant of Ephraim from Pelon, was commander of the 7th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 7th month. Sibbecai, a descendant of Zerah from Husha, was commander of the 8th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 8th month. Abiezer from Anathoth in the territory of Benjamin was commander of the 9th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 9th month. Maharai, a descendant of Zerah from Netophah, was commander of the 10th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 10th month. Benaiah from Pirathon in Ephraim was commander of the 11th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 11th month. Heled, a descendant of Othniel from Netophah, was commander of the 12th Division of 24,000 troops, which was on duty during the 12th month. Now, I will note, it's not like you've got pretty much all these guys coming from, like, the same, coming from the same tribe or clan, or, like, it doesn't even give the same, like, descendant that each one came from. Like, you had certain roles like the priests. They were all descended from Aaron. You've got other things like this where it's like, yeah, okay, maybe you would think that, a family that is used to serving, in the military would have a greater propensity to continue serving in the military. Thing is, there were people from all the different tribes of Israel that were, at least at one point, designated to fight in the army. Especially when they were roaming around the wilderness and had to constantly watch their backs and be ready to fight. So, like, really, you've got an easier chance at having more of a spread just because of that history. But, okay, so there were a couple of notes, probably just comments on the names and certain things being variant spellings or whatever. Hebrew says Shemhuth instead of Shema. Compare chapter 11, verse 27 and 2 Samuel 23:25. So they're saying it's the same person that's mentioned in both of those instances, they being the translators in the New Living Translation. And then Heled, Hebrew says Heldai, variant spelling. But yeah, again, very similar. Also found in 1 Chronicles chapter 11 and 2 Samuel 23. I guess those were also very similar. Those were chapters with very similar topics, I guess. But yeah, now I didn't necessarily take note of all the different tribes or, ancestors or even towns that were mentioned here, but as I said before, it seems like there's a pretty decent spread. So, I don't really have too many other thoughts on that section. Moving on, and I'm going to specifically highlight this section here so it'll read a little better. I could, turn it back to daylight mode, but, yeah, that would be an absolutely blinding light coming from this direction. So, I'm just going to go with the highlighting method here instead. Okay, so on to verse 16. The following were the tribes of Israel and their leaders. And then it gives a chart here for some reason. I would have to look at a paper NLT Bible to know if that would also have a chart like this. I imagine that's easier to do digitally than in print format, but I digress. So we have the tribe that's being represented on the left side, and then you have the leader of said tribe on the right side. So, here are the different tribes and their leaders. And other translations, rather than having a chart, might read something like, from the tribe of Reuben, Eleazar son of Zikri. From the tribe of Simeon, Shephatiah son of Micah. Something like that. So then you got, from Levi, the leader is Hashabiah, son of Kemuel. From Aaron, now, Aaron isn't a separate tribe, though. But you have Zadok, the leader of the priests. Now, it just says these are their leaders, not that these are military commanders anymore or anything like that. But anyway, from Judah, you've got Elihu or Elihu, a brother of David. From Issachar, Omri, son of Michael. From Zebulun, Ishmaiah, son of Obadiah. From Naphtali, Jerimoth, son of Azrael. From Ephraim, Hoshea, son of Azaziah. From the western half of Manasseh that settled before they crossed the Jordan River, you have Joel, son of Pedaiah. From Manasseh and Gilead, east of the river, you got Iddo, son of Zechariah. From the tribe of Benjamin, you have Jasiel, I don't know, son of Abner. And from Dan, you have Azarel, son of Jerahim. Yeah, so these are not necessarily all the, classic tribes of Israel, because the priests weren't their own separate tribe. But still, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's why you've got 13 different groups mentioned here. So the rest might actually... The rest are legitimately from the classic tribes. With, Manasseh being split, though. And I'm trying to remember, wasn't it Joseph? Yeah. The tribe of Joseph is lacking here. But he, in terms of the divisions of the land, when that was all being figured out, Joseph had, I'm going to air quote tribes, but I think, his two sons, who had, specifically been blessed by, Jacob / Israel, they might have each gotten their own separate land allotments. In any case, there are previous instances where these sons of Joseph are mentioned as if, their descendants are their own tribal divisions. So, that would be how we still get to 12 divisions plus the priests, even without having Joseph mentioned here. But anyway. Okay. So those were all the tribes and their tribal leaders. Moving on to verse 23. Or actually, so it says these were the leaders of the tribes of Israel. That was already kind of implied. In fact, it said that at the, above the chart. Anyway, verse 23. When David took his census, he did not count those who were younger than 20 years of age, because the Lord had promised to make the Israelites as numerous as the stars in heaven. Joab, son of Zeruiah, began the census, but never finished it because the anger of God fell on Israel. The total number was never recorded in King David's official records. Yeah, so this was the census that God didn't like, but David felt a stirring within him that supposedly was from the Lord to take a census. And lest you think, oh, well, that's just dumb. Why would God make an exception or change his mind or anything like that, or intentionally cause David to do something that would be worth punishing? In amongst that whole ordeal, it still wound up setting the stage for David to then own the plot of land where the temple was eventually built. So, lest we think God does things for no apparent reason, there's always a reason, even if we don't understand it. Especially if we don't understand it in the moment. But anyway, so this census was taken, and it was, they had these different divisions figured out, but they never even got the total number of everybody in Israel, because then the punishment came, and there was emergency stuff to take care of. So yeah, the census never really got finished. Note there. Now, okay. This is a different way of understanding it, or translating it from the Hebrew, probably. So it could be read as Joab, son of Zeruiah, began the census but never finished it, and yet the anger of God fell on Israel. Rather than saying because. You see, then it's like... Then it's almost saying, like, well, if the census was finished, that would be all the more reason for God to have been angry. But God was angry before it was even finished. And so, either way, whether it was God was angry even though it wasn't finished, or in either case, God was angry even though it wasn't finished. Whether it was the not finishing being caused by God's anger, or the God's anger just coming anyway, and that, yeah. Okay, lest I trip up over my own words and what I'm trying to say here, let's move on. On to verse 25. Asmaveth, son of Adiel, was in charge of the palace treasuries. Jonathan, son of Uzziah, was in charge of the regional treasuries throughout the towns, villages, and fortresses of Israel. Ezrai, son of Caleb, was in charge of the field workers who farmed the king's lands. Shimei from Ramah was in charge of the king's vineyards. Zabdi from Shephem was responsible for the grapes and the supplies of wine. Baal-Hanan from Geder was in charge of the king's olive groves and sycamore fig trees in the foothills of Judah. Joash was responsible for the supplies of olive oil. Shitrai from Sharon was in charge of the cattle on the Sharon plain. Shaphat, son of Aldai, was responsible for the cattle in the valleys. Obil the Ishmaelite was in charge of the camels. Jehediah from Meronoth was in charge of the donkeys. Jaziz the Hagrite was in charge of the king's flocks of sheep and goats. All these officials were overseers of King David's property. All of these ones that were mentioned starting in verse 25. So that was just the king's stuff. Even though it could be debated, like the regional treasuries, I mean, that still kind of belonged to the king in a way, because it was like, it was official government money, so to speak. But it was probably just kept in the different regions, because there was no point in bringing the money all the way to the capital just to then send it back out for use in those regions. You know, if things needed rebuilt, or if there were any other types of things that would typically be a government function, a reason that you might pay taxes on something. Or even like, paying the wages of the officials. Anything like that. You might as well just keep that money in those regions. Anyway. So yeah. All sorts of people in charge of stuff just belonging to the king. And then in verse 32 down here, we read, Jonathan, David's uncle, was a wise counselor to the king, a man of great insight and a scribe. Jehiel, the Hachmonite, was responsible for teaching the king's sons. Ahithophel was the royal advisor. Hushai the Archite was the king's friend. Ahithophel was succeeded by Jehoiada, son of Benaiah, and by Abiathar. And Joab was the commander of the king's army. The king's friend, like, that's something where I feel like somebody would have to look into the original Hebrew or whatever word that's being translated from to see, because I gotta imagine that could have meant something different that was a little more official. But anyway, yeah, so we've gone through a whole bunch of different types of officers, especially over the past few chapters. Different divisions of the Levites, the priests, the musicians, treasurers, gatekeepers. I almost said guard keepers. Guardsmen, gatekeepers, similar thing. And then military people, and then even just those in charge of specific things belonging to the king. Like, I think we're just about done breaking down the different responsibilities here. And in fact, spoiler, air quote, next chapter gets into David's instructions to Solomon. So we're done with all the just like responsibilities being discussed. Probably. So yeah, that's all I got for 1 Chronicles 27. Okay. So, got that done. I'm going to roll some more Twitch ads here while I transition things over to gaming portion of the stream. But, yeah. Then we'll have Kingdom Hearts 3 for a couple of hours and see where things go from there. Like I said before, I might stream a little bit more afterwards. I'd probably be doing some side questing stuff then. Maybe not in Kingdom Hearts 3, just so we're clear. But anyway, let me stop rambling about what may or may not happen and just get to it. So, Twitch folks, I'll see y'all on the flip side of the ads. Okay. So then we'll hop over to this scene, which I did mention before. I basically have the game already up and running because once I got it running, I didn't want to back out of it and risk it having any issues. Oh, one other thing I might want to adjust before I fully commit to this scene and recording things within it. I'm going to bump up my microphone volume some within OBS. So then, even when I'm a bit further away from said microphone, y'all have a better chance at still hearing me. Even over top of game audio. Hey, once I move, that I might not need to do that so much, because I will have microphone stand that will fit within the space in my apartment. Still not quite sure how I'm gonna arrange all that. Cause, yeah, it's like the outlets where I'm probably going to have my computer setup and my TV/gaming setup are going to be on, like, opposite walls from each other. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. Might be a matter of, utilizing some extension cords and or power strips. But anyway. Okay. So, let me go ahead and get to this, and, I'll start it with looking at some of that stuff, because I did a little bit of the cooking. Alright, recording time. Alright, so, yeah, in between recordings, I did a little bit of the cooking in, you know, the kitchen, those mini games. So doing that stuff gives you food, or cuisine as it's called, and eating the cuisine can actually give you temporary stat bonuses and things like that. And that's kind of what it's explaining here. By eating a full course starter soup, fish dish, meat dish, and dessert. You'll gain an extra ability as well, known as a full course bonus. If you select the chef's choice and let Little Chef choose for you, you'll be able to preview the full course bonus before you expend any items. So, I guess otherwise you're just choosing the different sections of the meal individually, and because you've already handpicked that stuff, it's not going to give you the preview of what it does. But yeah, basically you go in here and you scroll through whatever options you've made, and it'll show you the stat boosts. Although I guess... Well, first of all, I need a starter, and I didn't make any starters because I didn't have any of those available to cook. But yeah, that's literally accessible from, like, any save point now. I also did the one minigame thing on the Gummy phone, the one Classic Kingdom minigame. Not that it's a big deal, just pointing that out. I do think you unlock a particular Keyblade whenever you complete all of these. But, in any case, let's go to the world map, because I'm pretty sure we're done in Twilight Town. And cutscene.
I'm sorry I left without saying goodbye. Did Master Yensid tell you? I'm training to become a Keyblade wielder like you. That's right. No more waiting for you to come back from your adventures. I want to get out there and do my part to help. Merlin has used his magic to bring us to a place where time doesn't matter. We can take as long as we need to complete our training. He's an amazing wizard. Oh, and by us, I mean me and Lee. He's really sorry for all the trouble he caused. I told him it's fine, but he won't stop apologizing. I'll admit I was a little scared of him at first, but I've gotten to know him better. All he ever wanted was to help his friend. Honestly, it's hard not to like him.
His friend, Roxas.
Every now and then, I catch him staring at me. When I ask what's wrong, he says, "I'm not sure. I think I'm forgetting something."
Or someone.
Sora, I think it may have something
Someone
to do
named
with
Shion?
you.
Which has something to do with Sora
Your journey
because
is
she was
all about
meant
helping people.
to be like a
Some that you've
copy
never
of
met
Sora in a
before,
way, and even started getting some of
and
his
some
memories, I
like Lee
think.
that you have.
Just go back
They're
to
all counting on you.
358 over 2 days to get that.
It won't
plot.
be easy, but I hope you'll remain the happy and cheerful Sora I know. There's no heart your smile can't reach.
But yeah, all those little things that I just mentioned, I'm like, I wasn't
What's wrong?
really quite able to pick up on those
Nothing. Sorry.
Lee.
the first time I played through.
What? I am. A letter?
Also, is it just me or does his
Yep.
hair look darker
To Sora?
in this game?
Technically, yes. But I won't send it. It's more for me.
Ask Merlin. He'll deliver it for you.
Yeah. But it's okay. I just like talking to Sora. Even if it's on paper.
Huh. Okay.
You can't just
Oh.
describe it as like a journal kind of thing?
Here.
And,
Ice cream?
again, where?
Really?
What?
Yeah, I asked Merlin to pick these up.
Uh,
You know,
Now, he does
we
maybe
do
have
both
pockets
summon
on the sides, but
Keyblades.
also,
Gotta celebrate.
just sticking ice cream in your pockets like that?
You're sweet,
Really?
Lee.
Nah.
What?
Nothing. I just...
You're trying to remember what you forgot?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So tomorrow, you and me in the ring. You ready?
Of course.
Don't hold back, Lee. Promise?
Oh, hey, look at that.
Huh? Are you okay? Lee!
Yeah. Sorry.
Can you remember it, even if very briefly?
Something in my eyes.
Sure, right.
Lee.
I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Okay, but stop apologizing.
Also, the height difference between them, man.
On one condition.
What?
Call me Axel from now on. Got it? Memorized?
Wait, so he wants them to go back to calling him Axel?
Yeah.
But
Okay,
why?
Axel.
Unless his memory of Shion was like, oh, right, yeah. That was a good memory of mine, and she always called me Axel, so now I want to be remembered as Axel. I don't know. Meanwhile...
So this is the place.
Where Aqua fell into the realm of darkness after she dove in to save Terra.
Yeah. She said he was acting strange.
Strange how, exactly?
She sensed darkness in him. And they ended up getting into a big fight.
Right. And in the aftermath, the two of them disappeared. Around the same time, the guards found a stranger with white hair lying unconscious here in the square.
Yeah.
A man calling himself Xehanort.
Ansem the Wise took the stranger in, but that was a mistake. Xehanort betrayed his master, stole his research, and along with his fellow apprentices, separated his heart from his body. Xehanort's heart took his master's name, Ansem, and traveled to the past to give his younger self instructions. He even briefly had control of you.
Way to
His empty body
summarize
stayed in the
a whole
present,
bunch of
took
stuff.
the name Xemnas and founded Organization 13. Their goal was to prepare 13 vessels for Xehanort's heart.
Until we put an end to the organization. But all the while, young Xehanort had been visiting the future to choose 13 vessels of his own. Hearts with strong enough ties to him to begin a new organization. The real Organization 13. And now they're looking for a fight with us. But what happened to Terra?
But what if the earlier Organization
said that
13 was
Aqua saved him.
successful? Would they really be calling this one
Yep,
the real
she did.
Organization 13
The
then?
problem is we didn't notice. You remember the end of the Mark of Mastery exam? When Master Xehanort made his grand return? That's the Xehanort I remember. He was already a pretty old man then. But how do you explain Ansem and Xemnas, his heartless, and his nobody? Isn't it strange how young they look? Why aren't they old men? It's because Xehanort was using a different body when the split happened. That face from the portrait I mentioned? It wasn't just some stranger that Ansem the Wise took under his wing. It was the young man whose body Master Xehanort possessed.
No way! That was Terra? Master Xehanort
Yeah,
was
ding,
using
ding,
Terra?
ding.
Yup. Master Xehanort told us another on our list belonged to him. He was talking about Terra. Turns out, Aqua saved more than just her friend that day.
Okay, but Master Xehanort is an old man again now. Where did Terra's body go?
It's 'cause Master Xehanort's collecting vessels. He claimed to have 2 of our 7 lights. We got Sora back, but Terra must still be on Xehanort's side.
As young
He's with
Xehanort,
Organization
kind of,
13?
right? Or
We should warn Sora.
Yup, and Merlin too.
Yeah,
see, that's what gets confusing then, because eventually they have Terranort, as he's called, separate from young Xehanort. I guess because of timeline stuff? I don't know. At least I think that's how it goes. Alright, from here you can voyage to new worlds on your gummy ship. Yeah, duh. Or if you're feeling creative, you could use the gummy ship, or just gummy editor, to create your own custom ship. Pathways to new worlds are open. To visit a new world, you'll have to reach it on your gummy ship. Once you've reached the world, you'll be able to warp back to it anytime you like. Bistro's been unlocked, yeah. Don't forget that you won't be able to cook unless you have enough ingredients, duh. Gummy shop has been unlocked. To purchase parts, build your own custom ships. Yeah, now I did already buy some stuff from the one shop that was in Twilight Town. And I think they're pretty similar, honestly. I do think I'll go ahead and buy that, just to have it. But for now... Once you've selected Embark from the menu, you will choose a destination from the map. If you want, you can press X to mark a place of interest before you go. You'll be able to see this marker during the voyage and use it to navigate. Okay, so... I'm coming from Twilight Town. So we got the Kingdom of Corona as an option. It's battle level 14. Could warp back to Olympus for not really much reason right now. Okay, Toy Box has battle level 12. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, travel directly to there, or at least somewhat directly. Alright, special weapons. You'll obtain a number of special weapons that possess a variety of abilities. Press Y to use your special weapon. Using your special weapon will deplete the weapon gauge. If the gauge runs out, you'll have to wait for it to completely refill before you use your special weapon again. Some special weapons deplete the gauge more quickly than others. Okay. Main ship. So now I can choose High Wind, or Falcon, or Invincible, because I already have those blueprints. I don't know. Personally, I've always been more of a fan of the Falcon. Oh yeah, I could also choose either of these. But I'm gonna go with the Falcon. And I guess I can equip Trinity Fire as a special weapon. Begin voyage. Might take me a second to remember all the controls again. Okay, so I'm headed that direction. That's boost. Hold up, what's that marker doing there? Oh, that's just where I came from, isn't it? No. So is that where I'm supposed to go, or is it there?
Let's see.
That's not what I wanted. Okay, well, I'm gonna go towards where the marker is. The green marker. Take out as many enemies as possible. Ow. Double ow. Boosting does not help me. That's what I was trying to remember. I don't know why I forgot the dodge roll button for a sec. Good grief, really? Hang on. Okay. I would like to retry that, because I just forgot how to dodge roll for a sec there. Okay. Got an A rank on that. Also unlocked a superior model blueprint thing. Yeah. For the most part, they like give you very obvious kind of suggested paths to go along between the different worlds. At certain points like this, sometimes I'll stop in between and like bust some extra rocks to get extra items and whatnot. Mostly to get extra items. So some of those items end up being gummy blocks. You even actually get some, like, kind of synthesis items that way. Ow. That hurt. Take out the enemy as quickly as possible. It said as quickly as possible, so I was like, hey, let's use the special weapon. That should help make things quick, right? That's quite a lot of these dudes. Okay, so that was one of the ones where it's like there's a certain number of heartless enemy ship things that they want you to defeat. And that decides when it ends, rather than with the other one, it's like, okay, you've just got a certain time limit, defeat as many as you can. Oh, that goes to Corona. I meant to go to the toy box. Well, you know what? I'm here. Although, okay, it shows level 11. Is that my ship level or is that my level? You know what? Forget it. I'm here. Although I will say, the final boss of this world could be quite tricky in that case.
Why can't I go outside?
The outside world is a dangerous place. You must stay here where you're safe. Do you understand, Flower?
Also, it's just another note on the overall Tangled story. The fact that Gothel calls her Flower all the time. It's almost like she...
Those lights
It's just
every year
further
on my
attributing or adding
birthday.
to
On my birthday.
the whole,
And I
like,
can't help but feel like they're meant for me.
Gothel really only
I
cares
need
about
to
her
see them.
because
And
of
not
the
just from my window.
because of
in
her having the
person.
power that the flower
I
had.
have to know what they are.
The Kingdom of Corona. Okay, so a thing I learned about gummy ship stuff. The yellow flag marker is the one indicating where you said you actually wanted to go. I wonder if I made that same mistake before.
It sure is a pretty day.
Yeah, the weather is great. It'd be perfect for a picnic.
Why do you think we came here?
Got me, Donald.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Like you usually do.
Okay.
I'm sure we were brought to this world for some good reason, but can't we sweat it later?
Fine with me, as long as there's no harvest.
Huh?
You had to mention Heartless.
Make way! Make way! Make way!
Heartless! You see, soon as you mention them, they show up.
There goes our picnic.
I didn't do it.
It's okay. Let's send these guys packing.
Say, since you three seem to know what you're doing, mind if I leave this one to you?
Yep. We'll take care of them. Go on, skedaddle.
You have my thanks. Whew. The horse was enough. Don't need any monsters on my trail.
Now what's enough?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Name's Flynn, Flynn Rider. Oh, watch out. They look mad. Slowly. Slowly. Out of here.
Giant chest makes it into the cutscene. I just realized I hadn't actually done the shot locks for my other keyblades. Holy cow. I'm already kind of getting whipped up on here. Fire up. Counter shield, because why not? Go ahead and do this finisher. Then I can move along, hopefully, to the Trinity Guard. I don't think this takes that long. Also, like, none of these guys have been dropping health. Kaboom. Okay. Oh, geez, yeah. I'm only level 10. No wonder this is a bit tough. Real quick, just to get my other shot lock out of the way here that I didn't do before. And let me go ahead and heal. Okay. Ooh, and now I have arrow.
Huh? Where'd Flynn go?
He's skedaddled.
I think I saw him go that away.
I mean, you did tell him to skedaddle.
But that away is just a dead end.
Yeah.
Is it, though?
That's puzzling.
Well, did he?
I say we investigate.
Flynn, where are you?
Flynn?
Okay. Thought maybe there would be some kind of treasure back that way. Meh.
Nice.
I mean, there's always... Also, forest map 1 of 2. The forest here is big enough that it needs 2 maps, apparently.
Let's see.
Right, that does the pictures. There's no easy, like, map button. So I'm pretty sure that is actually the way Flynn went. Or not. Or this is just a cave that has loads of enemies. You know what? Hiya.
Together.
I can go ahead and skip that.
Yeah.
The place is kind of too small for this particular summon to really do much. Okay. Enemies have been cleared. Doink. Ooh, okay. Classic Kingdom game. Just one tiny little step closer to getting another Keyblade. And scene. This is where Flynn actually went.
I couldn't have come this way.
Well, at least he got away safe, right?
Whoa. Hey, now Sora's gone too.
This way, guys. It's a secret passage.
And now we have Flynn tied up in Rapunzel's hair. Flynn, or should I say Eugene?
How you doing? The name's Flynn Rider. How's your day going? Huh?
Who else knows my location, Flynn Rider?
All right, hang on, Blondie.
Rapunzel.
Gesundheit. Here's the deal. I was in a situation gallivanting through the forest when I stumbled upon a... Oh? Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. Where is my satchel?
I've hidden it. Somewhere you'll never find it. So, what do you want with my hair? To cut it?
Huh?
Sell it?
No!
Wait, you don't want my hair?
Why on earth would I want your hair? Look, I was being chased, I saw a tower, I climbed it, okay? End of story. Huh?
Okay, Flynn Rider. I'm prepared to offer you a deal.
A deal?
Look this way. Do you know what these are?
You mean the lantern thing they do for the princess?
Lanterns? I knew they weren't stars.
The lantern thing.
Well, tomorrow evening, they will light the night sky with these lanterns. You will act as my guide, take me to these lanterns, and return me home safely. Then, and only then, will I return your satchel to you. That is my deal.
Yeah, no can do. Unfortunately, the kingdom and I aren't exactly simpatico at the moment, so I won't be taking you anywhere.
As if that really has stopped you from doing other things.
Something brought you here, Flynn Rider. Call it what you will, fate, destiny.
A horse.
So I have made the decision to trust you.
A horrible decision, really.
I am serious.
Oh! Let me get this straight. I take you to see the lanterns, bring you back home, then you give me back my satchel?
I promise. And when I promise something, I never, ever break that promise. Ever.
Oh, what to do? I cannot let her find that tiara. Okay, just think. I need the satchel, and Blondie has it. There might be more monsters out there. I've got it. The three guys in the
Yeah,
funny outfit.
this part is where it deviates a little from the movie.
Andy? All right, fine. I'll take you. But on one condition. My three sidekicks come along.
Oh, and fancy that. Your three sidekicks just happened to be outside of the tower. I was air quoting sidekicks, by the way. In case you missed that or didn't see it because of edits. Okay, real quick, I think I might actually want to take my shortcut menu here and there is just the other shortcut set. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna do a little tweaking of some of this stuff. This is going to be arrow, and then I'm just gonna put the Meow Wow balloon there. That item is going to be on panel 2 at the A slot in case I need to heal from any status effects. Like what I know I get from the one battle with the big boss tree thing. Whoa. Any other abilities that I may want to... Nope, okay. Nothing for Donald. Goofy doesn't have enough AP. Okay. Good enough for me. Saving. If I press the right button, doggone it. Alrighty.
Wonder who put a tower here.
Let's go find out.
Oh. Enemies? Somewhere? I was just gonna try and look around for treasure a little bit.
Later.
Huh. Did I not max it out before? Is that why it acted a little differently there? I don't know.
Back off.
See, yeah, okay. I imagine, Blizzard magic is probably the best against these guys. If it hits. That's some kind of piece of equipment. Is it armor? Yes, it is. Grants a small boost in defense and arrow resistance, and a slight boost in dark resistance. Well, that's better than the shield belt. Meanwhile, I can equip that last shield belt on Donald. Give him a little defense boost. Oh. Yeah, time for some magic. Flare Force. this is where I start juggling the transformations of all the different Keyblades. Oh, shoot. I heard Goofy all like, I know what to do, and just automatically pressed Y. But I should have changed my action selection first.
I bet you there's a lucky
Thanks,
emblem
Donald.
here.
Is there a lucky emblem here? Usually when they mention a lucky emblem, it's
Let's see.
somewhere within viewing range. Let's try looking up higher. No? Weird. Okay, I think it's time to continue the story a bit more. Okay, how does she get the rest of her hair down?
It's so soft. I'm free. I'm really free.
Flynn! Good to see you in one piece.
Huh? Guys! You're here and just in time.
Oh, who's she?
That would be Rapunzel. Something tells me this could be her first time outdoors. Give her a few minutes to get used to it.
First time ever?
Yes, really, first time ever.
I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. Mother would be so furious if she knew I disobeyed her and left the tower. But that's okay. I mean, what she doesn't know won't kill her. Right?
Literally
Oh my
ripped
gosh.
straight from the movie.
Kill her. This is so fun! I am a horrible daughter. I'm going back. I am never going back! I am a despicable human being. Best day ever!
I notice you seem a little at war with yourself here.
A little more than a little.
More not a lot.
Yeah.
Stop right there! Who are you?
Oh,
I told you before, my sidekicks.
sidekicks?
May I introduce,
My name's Sora.
Donald.
And I'm Goofy. Pleasure, ma'am.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy. It's nice to meet you too. I'm Rapunzel.
Yep, my sidekicks. Hey,
Since when is that?
look, she really wants to see the lantern show tomorrow night. Now, I'm a nice guy, so I've decided to help her. Only problem is those monsters might show up again. I can get her to the kingdom, but you guys are clearly more cut out for combat.
That's 'cause we're heroes.
Uh-huh.
And we're heartless experts.
Yeah.
Just leave it to us.
Done.
Love how they all just kind of go along with it.
Rapunzel is interested.
Yeah, her heart's pulling her all kinds of ways.
The outside world must seem so big and scary. I know how she feels. Lucky for me, you two came along at just the right time. And the rest has been unforgettable.
Flashback to when they first met, all the way back in the first game.
Unforgettable. Just like your face.
Now, come on. Did you have to, like ruin the sentimental mood?
Come on, Mal.
Almost like a... I don't know. There could be some interesting psychology in there, because Sora's been through a lot, and that might just be a coping mechanism of his. To where it's like, okay, you can't let things get too serious. Gotta make sure I'm, you know, that I've got a happy face. And, you know, keep spreading joy in amongst all this trouble and confusion, so then at least somebody's happy.
The flowers are growing on top of the water.
Is there something I'm supposed to do at this spot? I know there's, I know there's somewhere or another in here where I'm like specific. Oh, I gotta talk to her.
Painted
Okay.
everything I can see from my window, but now I get to see it all up close.
There's some spot along the way where I'm supposed to like cast arrow magic on a group of flowers.
Maybe this isn't such a good idea after all.
Oh.
Look! What is that? It's so fluffy! Huh.
Yeah, it's not just a fluffy thing. It's a dangerous fluffy thing.
Heartless.
Danger floof! Danger floof!
Take cover.
All right. I hate to say it, but I'm letting you out of this deal.
What?
It's way too scary out here. Let's just turn around and take you home.
No! I am seeing those lanterns.
Oh, come on!
Rapunzel?
It's okay. I'm not afraid to face them.
Be careful, Rapunzel.
I will!
I don't have enough focus gauge for a shot lock.
They need a tower.
Oh wait. I'm supposed to use arrow magic on the tall one.
Here we go. Take this.
Kaboom.
Back off.
There we go. Flare force. That'll help. Oh, geez, I'm low on health. Alright, cure. And then we'll use the finisher for the counter shield. And then maybe if it still seems like there's a lot after this, I'll switch over to a different Keyblade transformation.
Here goes.
Come on!
Magic launcher. Oh, yeah, that's right. That one has a second form change.
Back off! See ya!
Oh, that's right. I think I have that ability where it's like finishers automatically are like it automatically does finishers when the timer runs out, even if you haven't manually activated it. Is it just finishers, or is that like all the Y commands? Might be all of them, honestly.
Rapunzel? Rapunzel!
Good thing that didn't break.
Missing someone?
Who's there?
Marluxia.
She's such a precious gift. Allow me to assist you in getting her back.
And her eyes turn pink. Of all things. Like... Sign seems to be pointing the way to the castle. No, really.
Gosh.
Yeah, I'm very much gonna try and focus on that one enemy. That's... Now there's two of them. Because sometimes they can turn into a bit of an annoyance.
Try this!
Kaboom. I do think, given the timing of things, once I get to another save point, I'll pause my progress. Yeah.
Look! Oh! Watch!
This is where it wants you to use the arrow magic.
Oh yeah, I thought that might work. But I wish there was a way to make more fly at once.
Oh, you mean something like this?
Back off!
Sora, scatter the ones over there.
Over where? Here? Ah, yeah, it even gives me a spot to focus on.
There must be something.
Whoa.
They're just like the floating lights.
And wouldn't you know it, save point.
I want to see what's at the top of that hill.
Alright, well, we can see what's at the top of the hill a little bit later. I think that's enough for one recording. Meanwhile, let me see if there's any other stuff in here that I might... Or is it just going to show the abilities for Rapunzel and Flynn? Oh, no. Goofy has second chance. Always retain at least 1 HP if you are hit while you have 2 HP or more. Yeah. Increase how often enemies drop items. Eh. Okay, it does also have all that. Team effort, good grief. Always start battles with a team attack command. She literally doesn't have enough AP for that. Okay. I don't think there's too much else to worry about there. I was up a little bit late last night, also doing a live stream because I couldn't fit it in any other part of the day. Alright, oh yeah, I probably should be running Twitch ads while I'm doing this random stuff that's probably not all that interesting. Is there any other food I could prepare? Yes. There is one new thing that I actually have the ingredients for. Eel, bay leaf, and parsley.
Yeah. All right.
Simple enough. Anyone who hasn't seen these minigames, for the most part, it's like, alright, you go until the sparkly effects do a certain thing, and that's kind of your cue to then do the second action. Of course, I guess it depends exactly on the thing, because there's one of them where it's more of a timing thing, one of them where it's actually kind of more of a speed thing, and then I guess the egg cracking is almost more like precision, but that one also gets the swirly kind of things. Anyway, leaving the bistro. And I will save again after that. Okay, and then we'll get back to recording.
I sure am looking forward to seeing those lanterns by the castle. I bet we'll find some
Oh,
ingredients around here.
we got some time. Plenty of time.
Hey, look at all this water. Oh, it's so refreshing. You have to come in.
Okay.
See? It feels nice.
In your clothes, though?
Over here.
Yeah.
Hey.
My turn. Yeah.
Oh, Sora.
Oh. Okay. You're in for it. Oh.
A rainbow.
Yep. This part is literally just doing all sorts of fun stuff with
I
Rapunzel
want to see what's at the top of that hill.
out in nature.
Whoa. Rabbits.
Heartless.
Oh no, you're not picking on these rabbits.
See ya.
More Heartless. Great. Ow. Yeah, it's when they do the spinny attack like that. That these enemies can be especially annoying. That's not what I meant to do at all.
Hold on.
Here goes.
I was trying to remember the correct button to push to cycle the reaction commands, or whatever they're technically called. Maybe they're just action commands. I don't know.
Don't worry, it's safe now. Oh, maybe they want to show us something. Let's follow them.
Or they're just running back to where they came from.
Where do you think the rabbits went?
I think they went through here. Ta-da, treasure.
I think they want us to have this. Thank you.
Bronze amulet. That sounds like equipment. Probably an accessory. Yeah. Grants a slight boost in strength, magic, and maximum AP. Well, none of them have just a open slot for that exactly. But realistically, that would like swap one strength for one magic on Goofy and give him some more AP. Which means maybe then I'd be able to equip something else on him. Water boost. Okay. Yeah, now I can give him Lucky Strike. Cool.
The outside world is even better than I dreamed.
A lucid shard. And some basil.
Well, I'm starting to get hungry.
You picked on the wrong phantom road.
I gotta say, Flynn's doing quite a lot for someone who made it sound like he was just gonna kind of let us handle it. Double arrow guns.
Here goes.
Jeez. Okay, I need to heal.
Here we go.
Okay. Now I'm like, is the shot lock different for the different Keyblade form changes? I'm not sure about that. Also, I see there is a comment. I will get to that in a moment. Actually, right now that I'm out of combat. Would you say you are humble in your faith in your encounters with things you don't know? I mean, calling yourself humble sounds like you're not actually being humble then, but I get what you're saying though. My general approach is that, like, I am not one who claims to have all the right answers, and you know, really, I try and, I'm not quite sure how to word it. I try and come into things with a generally open mind. I mean, I do have, you know, my solid things that I will stand on, but, you know, still with the mindset that, like, okay, maybe I don't have all the details figured out, you know, maybe there's something that I thought was this way that's, I tweak this little thing about my viewpoint on it, and it still is mostly the same, but, like, could be open to some minor changes based on new information. So, to answer your question briefly, Pablo, I think that's a yes. But again, not trying to do any sort of, like, you know, humble brag or any sort of, like, oh, look at me, I'm so open-minded. It's, no. Like, just genuinely trying to, you know, allow space to also understand others' viewpoints better. And I think with that, you almost have to be a little more open-minded to, like, then allow your brain to try and see things from their perspective. Also, short-sighted understanding. What do you mean? Hang on. I'm going to pause my recording for a bit here. I'm not sure where you get the idea that my understanding of the Bible is short-sighted, or like, don't allow yourself to learn more or go further because you would reject someone who... What? That... It's like if Kate heard how... Also, are you saying that about me specifically, or about Christians in general? Because I know there are a bunch of Christians out there, real or just by their own claim, that are very narrow-minded, short-sighted, like, can't allow themselves to see others' perspectives. And yeah, that I will grant. I don't know if I would describe myself the same way. As I said, I tend to be fairly open-minded. Like, I was just having a discussion with... Okay, first off, that's... What kind of analogy is that? A stone that cannot be commanded to turn into bread? Nowhere in the Bible are people compared to stones. And even at that, Jesus resisted the temptation to turn the stones into bread when Satan tempted him to do so. So, like, it sounds to me like you're the one coming in here with a narrow mind, Pablo, because you're just not even listening to what I'm saying and attacking me. You have your preconceived notion of who I am. Yes, I know about Jesus' encounter with Satan in the wilderness. Satan tempts him to turn the stones into bread and feed himself, but he was in the middle of fasting, and he quotes back to Satan that man does not live on bread alone. So, no, I have had a whole range of biblical, but or at least Christian faith-related experience. Like, I've attended all sorts of different kinds of Christian churches. I have, had all sorts of discussions about faith with people of various beliefs, and I don't attack their faith. You can identify with it. Yeah, and I answered your question saying I'm fairly open-minded, and yet you are still accusing me of being short-sighted. So, if you are not actually going to, I'm getting a little bit defensive now because I'm standing up for myself, and the fact that you are just coming in here aggressive yourself, and basically hurling accusations with no real backing. So, if you're simply going to continue along that, Pablo, which, by the way, your profile name sounds very familiar. I think we've had discussions like this on Twitch. And now you've come over to YouTube because I blocked you there for similar reasons. Yeah, I am always looking at my Bible. We did Bible study earlier. Yeah, exactly. I blocked you before for these reasons. Now, if you had come with a different approach than you did before, then maybe we could have some better discussions. But you're coming in with exactly the same approach that you did that got you banned from my channel on Twitch. Yeah, right. You're not the same one who claimed to be the second coming of Jesus, because I had somebody show up in one of my live streams years ago who claimed himself to be the second coming of Jesus. I remember that being a crazy interaction. I don't think that was with you, but still, like, if you're not going to even try to come at this with a different mindset and a different approach, and be willing to have an actual reasonable discussion, you're just going to come in hurling accusations, not listening to what I have to say, then forget it. There's no further discussion to have. So, I'm going to give you a chance to change your tone, but if you don't, then expect a similar fate to what happened with you on my Twitch channel. Just notice the way that you used the word son there really, A, seems self-righteous, and B, seems like you're comparing yourself to God. Okay. If you're done with this discussion, I'd like to maybe just continue along with the game. We good with that? Okay. Alright. Anyone who might be watching the eventual edit of this and is noticing a whole bunch of new comments on the sidebar, yeah, there was a bit of a discussion in the live chat. And, it was interesting to say the least. Let's just say there was a difference of opinion. Am I actually juggling 3 different... Yep, I'm juggling 3 different form changes now. Can I get this finisher to be... Ah, okay. So there is something beyond Sonic Blade that it can turn into.
It's over.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what, Rapunzel? Like... Are you amazed by Sora's attacks? Which, granted, it's not, like, it's a fair enough reaction when encountering something you're completely unfamiliar with that's also just, like, as flashy as Sora's attacks.
Here we go. Back off.
Hello.
Huh?
We got ourselves a special battle here.
Okay, that's suspicious.
Huh?
Oh. Rapunzel.
Don't worry. I know to be careful around flowers now.
Whatever it is, it's not normal. I'll take a look.
Watch it.
No. Huh. We're all clear.
Are we, though? No, we're not. Not clear.
These guys,
They're nobodies.
Mother said the outside world would be full of ruffians and thugs.
Those are ruffians. Those are, I don't know.
Rapunzel, Flynn, stay back.
No, I want to help you fight.
I mean,
know,
one could argue that
but
these
I'm
are thugs,
afraid
at least.
You can't hurt these guys with a frying pan. Trust me on this. Flynn, could you explain?
No problem. Knowing when to flee is one of my specialties. Come on, Rapunzel. Gotta go.
But...
Look, I want to stay and slug it out too, but my sidekicks have it covered.
all right. Please be careful, Sora.
Of course there had to be nobodies.
Gosh, we've never seen this kind before.
There! There!
Oh yeah. For anyone watching the edited down version of this on YouTube, if it wasn't already apparent, I pretty much record these during live streams of mine, which those actually do also get archived on YouTube. So, you know, if you... Sorry, trying to talk and battle at the same time. If live streams are something else that you enjoy, then you might consider checking those out, even if they're not actually live anymore when you're watching them. Plus, then you can get the full context for some of this stuff that I'm doing, and some of the chat comments you might see along the way. I guess it's healing time. Okay. Another one down, I think.
Try this.
Counter shield, yeah.
Go. Yeah.
I was actually kind of hoping one of them would come close with an attack like that. Because while I have the counter shield going, then I can just block that like crazy, and it powers up my response attack then. Oh, reprisals. Press A after a successful block to perform a variety of counterattacks known as reprisals. Yeah.
You know who uses nobodies?
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen him. I know you're there. Come out, you has-beens.
Has-beens? Now why would you say that?
Because bossing around nobodies? That's the old organization. Why? Are you in the real one, too? Good for you.
My name is Marluxia, and yes, that is correct. How interesting it is to see you again, Sora.
Again? You know him?
A shame you've no memory of me, because I remember you exceedingly well.
Yeah, well, that all happened in Chain of Memories.
It's those memories I'd soon erase.
I don't know what you're saying.
Nor should you. Nor will you ever, for that matter.
Chain of Memories was when Sora's memories just got all messed up.
I've come to ask a favor.
Favor? You have got to be kidding me.
Please hear what I have to say. I'm sure you've noticed. Well, perhaps not. But you should know that maiden with you, Rapunzel, is the very light of this world. I would see you guard her from its dark horrors.
Huh? Starting with you, right?
All the organization seeks is balance. You must understand.
Technically, he's not
our
wrong on
ultimate
that.
objective is not to clash with the light.
But that's wrong.
We seek to complement it. Use that Keyblade to keep Rapunzel safe.
Because Xehanort definitely wants a clash between darkness and light.
Rapunzel's
Although,
light.
ultimately,
Oh.
he does
Hey,
want things to be
where did they
balanced
go?
after the dust settles.
I guess they must have run on ahead.
Then we'd better go find them. I really don't like what that guy said.
Yeah, we'd better find Rapunzel before he does.
But yeah. Note related to that and interactions like it. Just because one thing somebody says is accurate, that doesn't mean everything they said within the same conversation is also accurate. Like, they... Just like Marluxia did there, they could tell you a truth and a lie pretty much back to back. Meanwhile, I was getting stunned a couple of times by some doggone coconuts. Hey, thanks, Donald. I appreciate the healing.
So long. Take this.
So let's see, assuming there are any enemies left when it comes around, see if the finisher,
Here we go.
yep, automatically triggered itself. But what I'm less sure of is if the other stuff like, say, Flare Force or Goofy Bombardier or any of that would also trigger itself automatically. So I'm going to intentionally let some timers run out. Just to see if that's the case. But who knows, I might have to be in the middle of a battle for it to actually do that. I've just noticed near the end of that little bit of fighting that there was the auto shot thing.
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
Pretty sure I still haven't actually made use of that.
Are you sure they went this way?
And quick cutscene. Well, maybe not that quick. I don't know. Cutscene right before a save point.
I wonder where they went.
Don't worry, they couldn't have gotten too far.
You just had to stop and talk.
Hey, blame the has-been, not me.
I think you mean Marluxia. I bet that's the name the has-been would prefer.
Hello? Rapunzel! Flynn!
Excuse me, good travelers. Do you know Rapunzel?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Very
My
accurate way of saying it
apologies.
there, Sora.
I'm Rapunzel's mother. The poor child left home without a word, and I've just been worried sick. Please tell me, where is my dear, sweet girl?
We'd tell you, but we lost her.
By accident.
We could look together.
Lost her? You're of no use to me. I'll find her myself.
She ran away from home.
Yeah.
What if Marluxia was
Didn't you
onto something
hear
back there?
that in amongst her, like, back and forth mood swings?
What? No, of course not. But what if?
I agree. Why is Rapunzel in danger? And what darkness is after her?
Well, guys, the first step is to find her.
I hope Rapunzel's okay.
But, yeah, let's save. So, you know. Then if we don't find her, there's less backtracking.
I can't see where we're going.
Oh, wait. Somewhere around here, there should be a map.
We've got company.
Flare Force! Well, I would say it's always helpful, but less so if it doesn't actually hit anything. But that's not, you know, the fault of Flare Force or anything.
Right.
Oh.
Here we go.
Actually, that's also something to consider. With the form changes automatically happen at the end of the timers. I guess not. Or maybe I didn't build the one gauge up enough to... Whoa, Rage Form. Now, is that gonna automatically trigger?
Try this. Thanks. Come on.
Okay, be gone. Nope, Rage Form. Well, again, I was not in the middle of a battle, so... Maybe if I was still fighting, it would have automatically triggered. Yeah, needless to say, it's not necessarily the best approach to just wait for these things to happen. I thought for sure I still had more time. Oh yeah, Sonic Blade. Even though that wasn't quite what I meant to use. I was trying to do Flare Force. But just forgot to toggle between the Y commands there. Oh jeez. Donald has fainted Hiya.
See ya. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And Donald leveled up, even though he is, like, out of commission. Ow. Yep. Okay. Now Donald and Goofy are back. Sure.
You don't suppose we might be lost, do
There.
you?
How do we get out of here? Go! It's over! Yeah! Go! Yeah! So long! My deal! It's over! Come on!
There's also a lot of enemies in this area. Which makes it that much easier to get lost. And no enemies around.
I think I see something.
I think you see something. Oh. Hey, maybe this is the map. Hooray! We have a map. Alright. At least that gives us a slightly better idea of where we are here.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients.
Really? In the middle of the water here? Yeah, I mean... with eel being an ingredient, suppose that is entirely valid. Ooh, shadow anklet. Okay, the other side of that just brings us out here. Real quick. Shadow anklet would be an accessory, right? No, it's armor? Huh. Kind of odd that that's armor, in my opinion. But whatever. You know what? Hang on. It'd be a little weird to give Goofy 2 shield belts, so I'll also give him a shadow anklet there. Roll here. Counter slash, right. Press A after a successful block. Can only install 1 reprisal ability. Okay. Enough of that. So I think now if we just keep going this way, we'll eventually get our way out of this forest.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem.
I was gonna be like where, but I think it's in amongst some of the tree branches here. Somewhere.
Let's see.
Oh. Nope, it's in the rock right there.
Let's see.
Boom.
Oh boy, let's find some more.
So it is very dark right there. Oh yeah, now we're in this cave kind of thing.
They can climb walls?
Guess they can climb walls. Especially these ones. These are like the climbiest of all the Heartless.
Try this!
Yeah, it's way more cheerful out here.
Uh-huh. Now where's Rapunzel? It's over!
Okay, well that's like 4 or 5 levels that Sora has gone up just in this world. Granted, considering we've only done 2 worlds prior to this, I guess that shouldn't be surprising. Because, like, he was at level 9 leading up to this world. Which means it would have been about 4 or 5 levels per world before that. Or before this one. Treasure! We got a Damascus.
Here we go!
I mean, there are more enemies, but... Where's the other enemy here? So I can climb up there, but it leads to nothing. Literally just an excuse to have the monkeys up there, I think. Sorry, Power Wilds, I guess is what they're technically called. And another scene.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, boy, easy. Settle down. Whoa, whoa.
That voice!
It's Rapunzel.
You are such a good boy. Yes, you are. Are you all tired from chasing this bad man all over the place?
Excuse me?
Nobody appreciates you, do they? Do they?
Oh, come on! He's a bad horse!
Oh, he's nothing but a big sweetheart. Isn't that right? Maximus?
What? You've got to be kidding me.
Look, today is kind of the biggest day of my life. And the thing is, I need you not to get him arrested. Just for 24 hours, and then you can chase each other to your heart's content. Okay? And it's also my birthday, just so you know.
Yeah, as if that's the one that is convincing.
Rapunzel!
You're here.
As if that's the
and you're
piece of
okay.
information that is, like, you know, enough to tip the scales.
You too!
And look, I need a friend. Meet Maximus. You could say Flynn introduced us, and where one goes, the other follows.
That's one way of
This
putting
is
it.
Sora, Goofy, and Donald. They've been helping me.
Come on. The kingdom's not far.
And now we have a Maximus. Just real curious for a sec. Oh, Kupo coins! Yeah! If you're holding a Kupo coin when Sora runs out of HP, the power of the Moogles will rescue Sora from defeat. You can buy one Kupo coin at a time from the Moogle shop. Coin will be spent automatically when it is needed. Well... I guess with how much money I have, that might not be a bad idea. But I'm also going to buy some of this food here. Even though I could probably just make it eventually. Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? Kupo coin. And there's new stuff in the workshop. Oh, yeah, there are also more photo missions, but I'm not really worried about those at the moment. Also not too worried about synthesis right now, honestly. I mean, that wouldn't... That might be a decent thing to have. Oh yeah, the Keyblade Forge. Gotta make sure I check that out. Keep upgrading my Keyblades. I don't have any more fluorite. Okay. Fine. Obtained a prize postcard.
There's a mailbox in Twilight Town.
Let's send this off next time we're in Twilight Town.
Yeah, next time we're there. Hey, Leaf Bracer. I have Leaf Bracer now, which means I will not get interrupted when trying to use Cure. Actually, I think it might also just be any healing stuff.
Whoa, this place is beautiful.
It's so pretty.
How about we stop for a second and enjoy the scenery?
See, I knew Rapunzel would be okay.
Okay.
I think Flynn and Maximus are warming up to each other.
If they are, it's because of Rapunzel. Okay. Is that enough of a break to enjoy the scenery?
The kingdom's not far, but we need to scale these cliffs.
Well, then let's look for a way up.
Hey. This is where you gotta
Sora,
do the whole
this
swinging
looks like a good place to
thing.
cross. Come on, let's swing across and look for a path. Come on!
Huh?
Whoa!
Ta-da. Alright, let me stick to the main trail. Shadows. Been a little bit since I've seen any of you.
We're ready to go. Your turn. Hold on.
Here goes.
It sure seemed like one of the enemies actually got got damaged by that tangled twist move before it even really did much. Okay. So yeah, as far as I can tell, all the finishers automatically trigger. But maybe not so much any of the other attacks that you gotta press Y for. Again, I'm not sure if that's just because I'm typically not in combat when that happens, or if it's actually straight up like the default thing even in combat. I've worked it up to Ars Arcanum. I'm not sure if it goes any higher than that. Seemingly not. I think I got enough hits in that it would have done something else if there was anything beyond Ars Arcanum. See, now that finish triggered automatically, but again, it's a finish. Maybe I'll need to take a closer look at that ability before too long. Yeah, it seems like it's just the finish moves that get automatically triggered.
Here goes.
Okay, any other enemies? Doesn't look like it. There is a lucky emblem here, though.
Good picture.
And
I wonder where this leads.
I forgot that I Still had mid-air dashes as an option. That's not an enemy. So yeah, seems to only be finishers that automatically trigger. There's still another enemy somewhere? Oh yep, there we go. Where does this lead? Not where we're trying to go, that's for sure. But is there a treasure down here? Oh geez, there's all sorts of ways to go from this spot. Let's just stick with the prescribed path, maybe.
This way, Sora!
Oh, yeah, this battle. This is a fun one. And I mean that a bit sarcastically.
Here we go.
Meteor, yeah. Been a while since we've had the Donald Meteor come into play.
Like this. Take this.
And now I have just officially passed the recommended battle level for this world.
Here goes.
This is where it gets really interesting.
What? It transformed.
What is it with me and horses?
Take this.
Kaboom.
Back off. Here we go.
Finisher, yeah. But I think the current health gauge that we see on it is just how much damage we have to do before it, like, splits apart.
Here goes.
Oh. Or it just then starts to use the second. Like, part of the thing.
Here we go.
Magic launcher. I should heal. Trinity Guard. It's a good thing this, like, pauses the gauge on the, form change. Boom.
Back at you.
Man, we just comboed off on that thing so hard. Ooh, got the super jump ability too. While in flow motion, press B to perform a super jump that lets you reach otherwise unreachable heights. Oh! So that is a thing in this game. I just had to unlock the ability. So, now if I go down here and equip that, I can do that kind of thing. That totally broke Dream Drop distance. Okay.
Hey, Sora, this looks like a good place for one of your swan dives.
But what if I don't want to do that right now? I mean, yes, I agree, but then I'd have to go through all the effort of coming back up here. Not sure I want to do that right now. You know what? Since I just went through all that, and shouldn't necessarily have to refight all the enemies along the way, well, shoot.
Sora, this looks like a good place to cross.
Do I only get, like, one super jump? Is that what happened there?
Sora, over here.
How did you get here so fast? I know how I did. But I pretty much did something I'm pretty sure the game didn't intend to get through that fast. But yeah, super jump is kind of broken.
This way, Sora.
Okay, maybe this time I'll actually get the swan dive correct. See, if I just decided not to bother with it, then I could have just moved right along and not had to eat up a whole bunch of time on going back through all that. Arrow cufflink. That is, something maybe I'll equip to Goofy, although, yeah, if it's something like that, that lowers his AP. Donald would lose one magic, but with all the other stuff that comes with it, I don't think it's a terrible exchange. Because what did he have on before? The magic ring? Yeah. There's nothing else that comes with that. Just a slight boost to magic and AP. Hey. Busted jump is busted.
Sora, over here.
It's a good thing I got the super jump. Because otherwise, that stuff that I just did probably would have taken a lot longer. Now, I think what made the super jump so broken in Dream Drop Distance was that it was just, like, infinitely repeatable. It seems like maybe they have disallowed that. Within this game. Seems like you get one super jump per, well, per jump. Per time off the ground.
Oh, look! I see some birds! This way! Wait! Come back! I must have startled them.
And this is the thing where they want you to, like,
Aww.
slowly
You scared them. Oh, there they
approach
are!
the birds. They're where?
I think Rapunzel's found something.
Where are the birds now?
The birds flew that way, Sora.
Yeah, great. You say that way. Which way is that way?
Oh, there they are.
Oh. That's probably them right there. Oh.
The birds flew that way, Sora.
Those... No, the birds are down low there.
I'll be more careful this time.
Sora!
Guide the birds to Rapunzel. Walk quietly to avoid scaring them.
Gentle, Sora.
Yep. Slowly.
Slowly. Slowly.
Please don't fly away.
One of the few times where it actually matters that you know, walk instead of run.
Listen, they're singing for us.
Okay. Make your way to the kingdom. Oh, look. There's a save point. And I think that is a good enough spot to wrap up another episode. Ugh, jeez. Okay. Meanwhile, let me just double check other stuff here. Yeah, so got the Koopa coin. Now, did any of that cuisine that I bought? Okay, yes. I did get a starter food there. So, were I to add all of that stuff together, you'd have a whole meal bonus thing. But that's only for if I, or at least I only intend to use that if I find myself in a really tough spot. Okay, I'm missing 3 lucky emblems in Twilight Town. And I've only found 2 in Corona. So there's the camping out Classic Kingdom minigame. But I could do that in my own time. Or, I mean, shoot, I guess I could do it now. Why not? Exterminate the incoming mosquitoes. You'll be stung if any of the mosquitoes reach the bottom of the screen. Use the tools Mickey and Minnie provide to get rid of the pests quickly. White mosquitoes won't go down unless you hit them twice. Okay. Honestly, this is pretty easy so far, but usually the first little while is. Oh. Oops. Oh. So basically, Mickey and Minnie give you stuff to, like, possibly alter / power up your shot. Doggone it, how did I still miss there? Okay, I let that get a little closer than I should have. Yeah, and I don't know if there's any particular score required in any of these to get the, you know, like, one Keyblade at the end, but oh, look at that timing. Okay, that was not as good. Yeah, this could go on quite a while. Especially if I was, like, really, really good at this. Oh, jeez. Ah, no. Alright, it was the white mosquitoes that got me. Oh, but I still have 2 other lives. Oh, geez, gotta go over here real quick. Honestly, sometimes just shooting real quick leaves you better off. Even if you miss a couple of things. Oh, okay. Second life down. That was kind of an unusual pattern that they decided to fly along. It's like, hey, we're gonna just float around here in some kind of random directions for a bit, and then dive bomb to the ground. Oh, jeez. But yeah, that... Oof. It does eventually get kind of tough. Okay. There we go. That's enough of that, I think. Is there any more cooking to do? That would be no. No more cooking. Okay. Must be a ton of work. You got that right, Sora. Okay. Gonna save that. Now I could continue a bit with what I was doing yesterday. Which, that would be, you know, doing flick rush stuff in Dream Drop Distance to get the last Balloonga. Yeah, kind of leaning towards that. But, I think a quick break might be in order. And I might as well run some Twitch ads while that's going. See y'all in a bit. Alrighty, we're back. And yeah, I'm gonna do some Flick Rush stuff in Dream Drop Distance here. Just to kind of put a nice little bow on things. I can't imagine it'll take super long for me to get enough medals to have, crud, what's it called? The balloon gun, yeah. I need a total of 1,200. I'm over halfway there. And none of these have really taken horribly long. There's a lot of cups that I have not done. Good grief. An easy tournament that features a... Right. Sure. So yeah, honestly, it seems to generally work out best for me if I'm just aggressive as all get out. Oh geez, that's a 14. I just combined a lot of stuff there, and yet I still got hit somehow. Kaboom. Water. See, it's like, sometimes the timing just is so quick that they don't really allow you to do anything else. Yeah, like the timing of when they will and will not have you activate stuff is what really gets me. Oh, I guess it's because of the gauge at the bottom. You gotta like wait for that to build up before you can, you know, like multicast things. That's probably where I've been going wrong with this and just being like, oh, but the timing is weird. That still wasn't enough. Okay. That went alright, but I still think that's only an A rank and not a, not an S rank. Or a star, is what they would show here. Yeah, nope. Still just an A. But I know I've still got the next two matches to also potentially try and get star ranks on. It's like, what do you do when they hit you with a star? Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot you can do in those cases. Oh jeez, it turned it into a star there. Like, that's not great for me. I should have used another card to try and block with. And that's not going to be enough to do anything either. Can I do some things now, please? Yes, Balloonga. I know, it's not for Flick Rush that I'm wanting Balloonga. Ow. That hurt. But that's still too much for me. Okay. Think I might just go back to the simple spam strategy. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, why didn't that seem to work? I don't know. Hiya. Eat water. Oh geez, it's duel time. Ha! Oh, nope, I lost that one somehow. Okay. Whoa. Geez, that was close. I think that's still going to be a C rank. So far, I'm not sure I'm actually changing any of the battle ranks on any of these. Oh no, I got a B. Okay, slightly better. Also, that's another 180 medals I've gotten already. Kaboom. Oh, jeez. No, wait. Seems very common while I do that one water spitting attack that, like, the opposing spirit seems to want to try just a bunch of lower value cards. See, and then sometimes it's almost like it just doesn't want to let you do stuff. I don't know. Kind of weird like that. Ooh, elixir. Or was that like a mega elixir? 'Cause that did a lot of healing. Why did it have me switch to a character that needed to wait to do much of anything. Oh well. That's... I could maybe see that being a star rank. Survey says... Nope, A rank. Okay. Alright, rather than continue doing that over and over again, let's try the Digital Cup. An intermediate tournament starring Dream Eaters from the grid. Okay. What the... Why did it... Oh, right, because of the loading thing. Duh. Dual time. Well, it loaded that up right quick for me, so sure. Oh, shoot. That was with a star. I probably should have, like, tried to guard then instead of attacking. Kaboom. Again, when it just gives me something that easy right off the bat. Hey, there we go, I win. 20, jeez. Oh, it's not gonna let me... Oh, I guess it will let me change characters, okay. Hey, TV Antenna's here. Good morning. Once I finish up this match here, I will definitely do that. Hydrate. Why did he, like, just miss entirely? I don't get that. Okay, can I do things now, please? Oh, crud. Ooh, water god. Nice. Nope, that's only 11. Oh, jeez. And I just lost one of my spirits. They definitely said, you know, this was a higher difficulty than the previous stuff I did. And I lost. Okay, well. Probably not going to get medals very quickly if that continues to happen. Alright, TV antenna. Here is your hydrate redemption. And to answer your statement, yes, I'm generally doing well. Not so much in this, but still. Neobra, hi! How are you? Well, okay, maybe I will just keep going back to the Rainbow Cup then, if the Digital Cup is going to be that much harder. So yeah, it shouldn't be too long. Like, probably sometime within the next week-ish that I move into a new apartment. Getting ready for the trip. What trip? Forgive me if you told me already and I'm just forgetting. Actually, my family's been away on a trip this whole week. They went on up to Boston, just, you know, for a fun family vacation. But I didn't have enough vacation time earned at work to get that off, so I just stuck around and kind of worked out for my parents, because then I was able to stay and house sit, you might say. How the... Okay, that was something where it just seemed like sheer random timing that didn't allow me to play a certain card. Okay, gotta switch. Oh, hello. Okay. We'll do this further. Ah, crap, they countered with a star card. No. Oh, with my mom and stepdad. To the sea. Nice. Like, sort of a beach trip kind of thing. Well, I guess the sea might not necessarily mean that. Any particular plans on this trip to the sea? Aside from seeing the sea. Yeah, we're going to the beach. Okay. Oh. Also noticing... Miobra has requested a random personal fact. Geez. Been a while. I really, you know, in doing this, should have, like, chronicled my prior answers. So, recent stuff about moving I don't think is quite random enough in context. Trying to think if there's anything related to... Okay, since we're talking about the beach and stuff, here's a random personal fact. I have been to both the Atlantic and Pacific coasts. Granted, the Atlantic a lot more, because of growing up in Pennsylvania, but we did, while on a family vacation to California, go to the West Coast and visit the beach there. I think I've actually also been to, like, the Gulf Coast. Probably around... I guess it was somewhere in Florida, probably. Oh, jeez. Huh. Seemed like I was able to break through that, like, star thing. Which doesn't normally happen. That water spit attack sure lasts a while, and I am definitely not arguing with it. Why? Why did both of those get, like, rejected, essentially? I don't get it. Is it because they were different card types? Oh, they were blocking too. Whoopsie. Oh, jeez. Poison. That poison was downright vicious. Okay. Won that round, and I think I've got enough medals now to buy Balloonga from the shop. Oh yeah, especially since I got 100 right there. Back to the menu. So now I've got an A rank in the first 3 rounds of that. But the finals I have a star in. Because reasons. Also, exactly 1,200 medals. Literally ended up with exactly the number I needed to come on over here and buy another Balloonga. But also, Limit Storm. Unleash a desperate spin attack that is strongest when you are low on HP. Huh. Sacrifice, expend HP to perform a single powerful attack. Those sound like they could actually kind of be comboed with each other a little bit. Deep Freeze. Perform spin attack. Man, some of these, you know... But... Drop me never. Can be used once to fully restore the drop gauge and reset drop speed. Huh. Interesting. Dark roll. Next to melt into the shadows and escape harm. Huh. Dark barrier. Block attacks from any direction by pressing X. And then, you know, at some point maybe I should, like, you know, buy these other recipes. But I have what I really wanted. You know what? I'll replace the regular balloon with Balloon Ga, I think. Oh, and that balloon with Balloon Ra, for sure. And I have just one bit of magic that's not balloon. And that, well, besides cure. One attack. One offensive magic that's not balloon. And that's gonna be my command deck going into the fight against Julius eventually. But not intending to do that right now. In fact, I would probably switch back to Riku, maybe do a little bit of stuff with him, and then switch back to Sora and fight Julius. So I could then get to the treasures that I've been missing, and they're the only ones I seem to be missing in the game. But that comes later. I think that is gonna wrap it up for today's stream. And seeing that I only have one viewer, a raid seems like an odd thing to do. So, yeah, I think I'll spend the rest of my day either... Well, I have plenty of things I could do. I could work on edits. I could, you know, pack things for my move. Or clean. But I have plenty of things to potentially do with my day. So, yeah. I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another live stream. Again, might be in the new apartment for the next one. Not 100% sure on that. But I'm definitely working on it. So, yeah. Whether or not I end up being in a new situation, I still plan to do the streams as normal next week unless something else comes up. Hopefully I'll see you then. Feel free to check out edited videos and such in the meantime. But whatever ends up happening, until I see you again, stay cool, everybody. Okay, now we've got another viewer, so I might actually go ahead and do a raid. Let me take a second to get that figured out. Oh, the blessing boat's going on. Huh. Okay. And they are watching, as always, Min. So we'll hop in on that. Alright. Goodbye, everybody.